Ladies and gentlemen, does meal timing matter for growth? Should you really be concerned about hitting your anabolic window? Does it even exist? Should you ignore it? Should you focus on it? It depends on how long before you work out you eat. So your anabolic window specifically, it's definitely overhyped, but it has obviously a lot of truth behind it, because the sooner after your workout that you eat your protein, the better. I'm not denying that. But not if you miss your 30-minute window of finish working out, needing to eat within that 30 minutes, you're not going to not build any muscle. That's definitely very incorrect. And I'll tell you why. Because it's not about how long after your workout, but how far in between your meals are. So if the meal you have before your workout, it's like a proper meal. It's not like, like a teaspoon of honey or something. I mean like a meal. So like chicken or rice or whatever, which is my pre-workout meal personally. So if I have my chicken and rice at like 12 o'clock, and then I go and work out at 1, I need to make sure that I get my post-workout meal in before 5 hours is kind of the max. So I want to make sure that no matter what, I get my post-workout meal in before 5 o'clock if I finish eating my pre-workout meal at 12, because then there'll be a 5-hour difference. But optimally, I would get it in at 4, because 4 hours between your post and your pre and your post-workout meal is more or less what is better illustrated as a anabolic window, where this sort of 30 minutes after your workout anabolic window is a little bit less correct, because it's too vague, because it doesn't mention how long you've eaten before your workout, if you've even eaten anything before your workout. Because if you've eaten nothing before your workout, first of all, your performance will be terrible, but second of all, your anabolic window will be like nothing. So you need to like train it and eat straight after, because you need to fuel, because your body has nothing left inside of it to actually fuel, because you haven't eaten, so it doesn't have anything to fuel with, so you need to eat immediately. So it's a bit too vague, this 30-minute anabolic window, so it is a bit overhyped. But I do recommend, like I said earlier, eating as soon as possible after your workout, but it's not too much of a stress, because even if you're an hour late or whatever, it's not like you're going to lose muscle. You might not gain technically as much, but it's such a minute difference that it's not much to stress about. Timing your pre-workout meal, we want to get the pre-workout meal, depending on what meal you have, you would want to pick a meal that you can digest reasonably fast, and it doesn't have that much fat in it, but it has a decent amount of carbs and some protein. For me, this is chicken and rice. This is perfect. There's pretty much no fat in chicken and rice, and loads of protein, loads of carbs. And this digests extremely quickly for me. I'll have this at around 12 o'clock, and then I'll leave for gym at around 1 o'clock, and I'll be completely fine. I could even eat closer to my workout if I wanted to, because that's how fast it digests. Most of the time I just get distracted doing work before I go to gym, so I leave later than intended. So ultimately I could leave even earlier, but find that meal that works for you, that digests really fast, but feels like it can fuel you properly. So it's not just like one rice cake. So it digests fast and it fuels you properly. And since we're talking about timings, your first and last meal should be as close to your sleeping time as possible. Because you spend such a long time sleeping, your body enters a state of catabolism. The later you eat, but still giving time to digest so that you can actually sleep properly, because if you try and digest when you sleep, then you won't sleep properly. But eating your breakfast as soon as after you wake up as possible will prevent extra catabolism, and it'll prevent your body from breaking down tissues. And so in 3, 2, 1, boom, YouTube's gonna recommend a video right over here, and YouTube thinks you'll really enjoy this video, and YouTube knows you because you're in its algorithm. Yes, you're in its algorithm. So I recommend you watch this because you will enjoy it. Bye-bye.